Hi guys, once again welcome to my channel. We've been on fractions for a while. Today we'll be adding fractions that have the same denomination. So it might be for lower primary, or if you want to, it's a refresher course. Adding fractions that have the same denominations. You will recall that in our previous lesson I told you that when you have a fraction like this one, 1/2, this is the numerator, while this is the denominator. The number on top is the numerator, the number down is the denominator. So this is the first example we have. 2/3 plus 1/3. They have the same denominator, 3. Because they have the same denominator, it's a cheap sum. So we do not need to find the LCM. The first thing to do is to draw your line. I've already drawn mine. You draw your line, and then under you pick the common denominator, which is 3. Then up you say 2 plus 1. That's what we have here. And your answer is 3. So your final answer is 3/3. I don't want to go further to say is equal to 1, but your final answer is 3/3. This is another example. Adding fractions when the denominators are the same, 7 and 7. So the first thing to do is to draw your line. Pick your common denominator, which is what? 7. And then you say 5 plus 6, which is 11. Your final answer will be 11/7. I'm supposed to convert this back to a mixed fraction, but since it's for lower primary, let me leave it like that. 11/7. Now let's try subtraction. Let's try a question on subtraction where the denominators are the same. The first thing I will do is to draw my line. I pick the common denominator, which is what? 3. And I say 5 minus 3, which is 2/3. So we move to the next question. The next question says 7/6 minus 4/6. What's the first thing to do? I draw my line. I pick the common denominator, which is what? 6. And I say 7 minus 4, which is what? 3/6. We can go further to say 1/2 because 3 will go here 1, 3 will go here 2. 1/2. Now let's try adding mixed fractions. You know, we said in one of the classes that a mixed fraction is a fraction that has a whole number and a fraction. So we want to try and add mixed fraction. So what's the first thing I will do? I draw my line. I add the whole numbers first. This is 1 and this is what? 3. 1 plus 3 will give me 4. I pick my common denominator, which is what? 5. I write it under. And I say 2 plus 1. So my final answer will be 4 whole number. 2 plus 1 is what? 3/5. This is another example. 6 whole number 4/5 plus 3 whole number 2/3. The first thing to do is to draw your line. You pick the whole number 6 plus 3 will give me 9. You pick the common denominator 5 and then you say 4 plus 2. Your final answer will be 9 whole number 6/5. Because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, we change 6/5 to a mixed fraction. 5 here 1, 5 will go here 1, 5 will go in 6, 1 remaining 1. So that's 1 whole number 1/5. We add it back here to give us 1 plus 9 is 10 whole number 1/5. If you don't understand it that way, maybe you just understand it as 9 whole number 6/5. In subsequent lessons, when we are talking about converting mixed fractions to improper fractions, maybe you will understand it that way. This is an example that has to do with subtraction. So let's try to subtract 3 whole number 2/5 minus 2 whole number 1/5. We draw our line. 3 minus 2 will give me 1. I pick my common denominator 5 and I say 2 minus 1. My answer will be 1 whole number 2 minus 1 is 1/5. Let's subtract again. 7 whole number 4/5 minus 4 whole number 2/5. I draw my line. 7 minus 4 will give me 3. That's the whole number. I pick my common denominator, which is 5, and I say 4 minus 2. My final answer will be 3 whole number 2. That's 4 minus 2/5. Now, this is complicated. This one has addition and subtraction. So according to the rule of BODMAS, we will do addition before subtraction. We will get there, but let me just explain. We draw a line again. We add before we subtract. So 10 plus 7 is what? 17. 17 minus 2 is what? 15. Our common denominator is what? 5. Then we say 4 plus 2 minus 3. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. So your final answer will be 15 whole number 3/5. So that's the end of this lesson. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I love you.